Had no need to fight tonight.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to do something a little new. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my Benelli 300 which is a sports bike. So I don't really know if you consider it as a sports bike, but it sounds amazing, and I just put the new IXL exhaust on this bike, so it runs like crazy and it's an amazing bike. So now before I get into the bike and give you more details and what it is like to own the bike, let's check out the bike. Let me show you what the bike is like. Not only that guys, is I'm going to also show you guys the sound. So this new IXL exhaust which I've put on the bike is amazing. So the sound is incredible guys. So let's check out the sound. I'm going to show you everything, and then of course I'm going to get on to telling you what it's like. Okay guys, so right now I'm going to show you my bike. I'm going to show you like all details and explain to you what the bike's all about. So the first detail you must have noticed is I got my name on the bike. So that is detail that I put in. So recently I got my bike's mag wheels painted to gold, and then I put this neon colored brakes, the brakes in neon. This looks really cool because I mean the shock absorber, it adds such power to the bike. So let's just look at the whole look of the bike. So this is the Benelli 300 of course. And okay, so funny thing is, you see there are these like accessories that I put in. These cost 4,000 rupees. So what happened was, the other day I kept the bike in Baga and somebody wanted to click a picture with the bike, so he clicked a picture with the bike, and then what he does is he just drops, I think he was drunk, and he just dropped my bike and he broke the stand. Of course, by breaking this stand he saved my exhaust, but he also broke my backrest, which I had to get another new one. So otherwise the bike is pretty cool, you know. So yeah, let's look at the numbers here. So I've done 1,836 kilometers. Can you believe it? For 2 years I've been having this bike and I've hardly driven it. So it's a beautiful bike. It looks really cool, and I mean look at it, it's pretty cool. So look at the bike guys. So I've got this bike now and I love this bike, but let's check out what else. And this is my IXL exhaust. Okay, so this is a very powerful exhaust. Something which I have done, which is modified in this bike, is I've removed, there's a little cone inside over here, so I removed that cone. By removing that cone, the sound of this bike has increased like so much, so it's become very powerful. And of course, even though I showed you the sound here, you'll never come to know this sound unless you hear it in person. And you know, when it goes at high speed, then it looks crazy. So this is my Benelli guys. Okay guys, so I just started the bike and now I'm going to show you. This is the IXL exhaust that I bought for myself. So let's rev the bike a bit and see the sound. Okay guys, now that you have heard this sound, you've seen the bike, let me tell you a little bit about what it is like to own a bike or a sports bike in India. So it is kind of difficult because first of all, maintenance cost is very high in India. So like for me personally, I was paying around 6,000 to 8,000. That includes oil and servicing, which I feel is quite expensive, and you have to do it almost every 3 to 6 months. So it depends on the schedule. They'll call you, and then after you have to go for the service, and you know that it's quite a headache, guys. And sometimes what happens is these small parts are not available, so you have to wait for quite a long time to get the parts. Okay, so what it is like for me personally is I enjoy the bike. This bike is not really for anything. This is, I really enjoy the bike. I enjoy it for my personal pleasure. As you've seen, I've done less than 2,000 kilometers on this bike, even though this bike is almost 1.5 years or 2 years old. So okay, so something else that you should know is that you will get people looking at you all the time when you're riding a bike like this. So like when, you know, I'm not a very showy person. I don't like to show off a lot or whatever, so I feel kind of uncomfortable when many people are looking at me, especially when riding the bike, because every time you ride the bike and you pass anywhere, you will hear like everybody turns to look, especially with an exhaust like this. Everybody turns and looks at you. So it is a little intimidating sometimes, but of course, as I said, I'm not a showy guy. Something else to know, of course, most of you boys want, you know, the attention. So then of course something like this is crazy, and you know, you get a lot of hype out of it. Something else to know about having a bike like this is it is not easy to have a bike like this, because every time you park your bike, somebody is just going to go and sit on the bike to click pictures. So as I showed you guys, my stand was broken with somebody sitting on my bike. So you know, this costs a lot of money. So you know, you have to be careful where you park your bike. It's not as easy as parking an Activa or some regular bike and just going away, because every time you leave it somewhere, somebody comes and touches it. They want to see what the bike is like. Sometimes they'll keep on pressing the switches, and you know, it's quite annoying at sometimes, but you can't help it. So sometimes, like for example, my light switch the other day, some kids just wanted to fidget with the bike. They just broke my light switch of the bike, but it costs a lot of money to get it fixed. Okay, so the IXL exhaust which I bought was around 22,000, I think. So it is a nice exhaust, and I mean, it is a good bike. It's very enjoyable. But things to know is, if you're getting a sports bike or whatever bike in India, especially a flashy one or something that catches people's attention, is it will be very hard for you to take it out. And you know, it's not as easy to take care of a bike like this, and especially when anything, a part or anything goes, they come, it's very difficult to get them, and it's quite expensive as well. Anyway guys, so that is it from here in Goa with my Benelli. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe.